This is Dabu7. Yet another heads up warning here, as we have Air Asia's CEO dropping a warning very similar to what we've seen coming from other airline CEOs, saying that you're not going to be able to fly if you don't have proof that you've been jabbed. And this is ridiculous. We are in a global battle right now, if you can't tell. Your whole future's gone if you don't get this jab. For your job, going anywhere, you ever wanted to go see Asia, parts of Japan, anywhere out there, travel the world like we were supposed to be free to do, that's gone. Unless you get the jab, all this stuff. So, just like back with Nazi Germany, show me your papers, this is being rolled out globally. This should show the world that the New World Order is in full swing, that all these leaders are a part of it because they're implementing their ideas. That means they've sold you out, and that's treason. And something has to give. And I'm going to tell you right now, something's about to give. The tide's going to turn in the offing. The mainstream ain't never going to show you. They're never going to show you the true height of these people in the streets that are bucking back. They're going to show you some clashes and say the police are fighting with protesters here and there. But they are rising up in mass all across the globe in these different countries. From Greece to France, UK, where they're chanting, you can take your poisonous vaccine and shove it up your arse. That's right. And they're coming out in mass. It's a beautiful thing. The power of the people. The power is in the numbers. And that's where it's at, man. But everyone else out there that's sitting on the fence, you need to think about this. I had someone close to me here recently bring this up, and it hit home really hard. They had to make a decision that they may have to leave their good job because guess what? They're not getting jabbed with the needle here in the future if they got to hop on a flight to go to a job site somewhere else. They're not doing it. So it's wrecked everything. But it's a choice they're making. It's a moral choice. Okay? And this is what people are going to have to do. So you can go ahead, you can try to take the easy way out, but I tell you right now, this is a dividing line. And anyone that steps onto that other side, you're no friend of mine. You might as well just unsubscribe and never come back around me again, ever. Okay, anyone that want to walk the path against the people, against our rights, and that wants to help this beast against us, push on. I never knew you. And those are the words you definitely don't want to hear from the Most High. So you better not forget, there's something higher and greater watching all this. So you remember that with your every choice and decision. I'm going to break this down further over here on the live stream. Make sure to join me and a bunch of other beautiful people over here that fight the fight daily.
Okay, I'm going to open up and give all honor and praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, and thank the elders and the brothers out there teaching and preaching with truth and sincerity, calling on the name of Yahweh, which is the Father, the Son, Yahweh Shai. Okay, so I'm going to open up with the book of Psalms 94 verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee? So America try to claim that they follow the laws of the Lord on their money and said, in God we trust. And they don't do nothing pertaining to the Bible. They do everything the opposite, which means Satan. Okay? So they are not doing righteous. But that's a good thing for the Israelites. We want this to raise it, even to the foundation, right? That's what they said when they were burning down Jerusalem and pushing us out. The Romans. Okay? Which forming mischief by law. Okay? So they forming all kind of mischiefs by law about this jab, this vaccine that they want everybody to, that they're implementing and want everybody to agree to take. Okay? And then it's going to lead, that's a hill that's going to lead to the FRID chip. So they could further put us in slavery. Okay? I'm going to continue. Verse 21, they gather themselves together against the souls of the righteous and commune the innocent blood. Okay? But the Lord is my defense, and my God is my rock. of my refuge. Verse 23. And he shall bring upon them their own iniquity. The Lord is going to reverse this against Esau, Edom, which is the so-called white man, because they've taken crafty counsel, and they all together, Moab, the so-called Chinese. You don't hear anything about the Moabites, the Chinese, with the vaccines and this Corona 19. You don't hear nothing about that over there no more with their bat suit. What happened to that? Nobody's questioning that. I don't hear anybody bringing that up anymore. And shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Ye, the Lord our God, shall cut them off. So they're going to be cut off, okay, with all this mischief that they're bringing upon, first of all, the children of Israel, because what they're doing, they've reversed and said, oh, the blacks, so-called Latinos, so-called Native American Indians, which are the Israelites. This is why this is going on, because Esau know he has a short time. The devil that the Bible speaks of know that he have a short time. Okay, this is the book of Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have proceeded. Okay, so the Lord is saying, woe unto them. That means destruction unto you. That's destruction unto you, Esau, Edom. Okay? Destruction unto you. That's what I keep repeating. All right? Let's get some more of that. Let's go to the book of Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 16. Let's see what the Lord say. Okay? Because I don't get that many views. Hey, that's a good thing. Let the multitude perish, them that was made in vain anyway. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that. That's what the word of the Lord say. And I can prove that. Matter of fact, I'll read it right here. This is the book of let's see. Excuse me, Salakia. This is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 22. And it reads, let the multitude perish then which was born in vain. Okay? All right? And I'm just paraphrasing. I'm reading it, but I'm because it continues and it say, and let my grapes be kept and my plant, for with great labor I have made it perfect. So who is this grapes in this plant? But that's another lesson. Those are the Israelites. All right? People better wake up. This is the book of Habakkuk. Let's go to the book of Habakkuk. Sometimes I pronounce that strangely. Okay? Okay, this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and I'm going to read verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. So what's going on in the earth, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is being revealed for the devil that he is. Okay? Bringing up on all these, this crafty counsel and holding hands with Moab, Ammon, Ishmael, Elam, the Hagarenes, the Canaanites, the Hamites, so-called Africans. Okay? All right? He's holding hands. Psalms 83. That's all the Lord's enemies. All Yahweh's enemies. And Yahweh's enemies are in Psalms 83. Go read it. See, prophecies is jumping off the page now. And though y'all be ignorant, that's what I just said. You know, the 1/3 is waking up for not being ignorant. And they're listening to the prophets that's out there on the street corners teaching and preaching for no money. But you got to go in these wicked aid churches, okay, and give your money, and they're not even telling you who you are. Most of them. Okay? Let's read. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 16 again. Thou art filled with shameful glory. Drink thou also. So they're going to be drinking. Everything that they're dishing out. These Edomites. Because y'all going into captivity, buddy. See, people don't like that. But it was okay when we were in captivity. When the Israelites was in captivity and y'all giving us bywords and making us in astonishment, it was all okay. Nobody was saying nothing. Okay? And let thy foreskin be uncovered. So that's what's going on now. And the people are seeing it. Like he said, this is treason. So I can't travel unless I get what you call a better health condition for me, which is a damn lie. Okay? Because the poison that they're going to give the Israelites is not the same shot that they're going to take. And the Three Stooges claim that they're going to take the shot being televised. No. Package all the shots up that you're sending out to the poor people and let the poor people pick out of those packages, out of the thousands of packages, let the poor people pick out the shots that they're going to give you. And let them be there in the crowd of people with you on the stage. Okay? Let that be like that. All right? No, you ain't going. You would never do nothing like that. Bush, Obama, and Bill Clinton. Okay? Because these are all devils. Because Obama is a Canaanite. He's a Hamite. And those two Edomites, other two Edomites, come on out of here, man. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory, because you gonna drink it. You drinking it next, Esau, Edom, the Edomites. Your wicked agenda is gonna fail. It's not going to. You're not going to be able to implement this. Thus says the Lord, and that's in the book of Job. Okay. Matter of fact, let's see where is that. That's in the book of Job on 5, I think in 12, chapter 5 and verse 12. I'll read it. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Okay? So guess what? Guess what, Esau? Okay? That's what's going to happen to you. Let's go to verse 18. Chapter 18, verse 14. Okay? His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terror. It's going to bring you directly to Yahweh Shai, buddy. That's right. The king of terror is going to take you right out. Matter of fact, let's get that. Let's go to James 2 and 13. Because I like to stay in the scripts. Okay? Because I'm hyped today. And whoever can't understand my energy, turn it off. Turn it off. You can't handle it. You can't handle the truth. Go hide. Because the wicked flee, and no man pursue it. But the righteous are bold as a lion. Okay? This is the book of James, chapter 2, verse 13. Okay? For he shall have judgment without mercy. Because the so-called white man don't give no mercy. And I'm using them, just what I say. Now you got to listen to me. Okay? And what you don't either. because I'm gathering them all together as a nation, because we were gathered all together as a nation, even our the wicked of our people and also the good that was, I would say, righteous. How about that? I'll use that term. That have showed no mercy. They've shown no mercy towards the Israelites, because, like I said earlier, all this have turned the table from China, Batsuit, all the way to the blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And Fauci pretend that he's so concerned with our health. Man, get out of here. And mercy rejoiceth against judgment. Okay? Let's get that what I just mentioned in Proverbs. I think that's 25 and 26. What this devil was speaking just the other day. Let's see what the Lord say. Not what I say. Let's see what the Lord say, Dr. Fauci. You criminal. Okay? Proverbs chapter 26, verse 25. When he speaketh fair, believe him not. Because they got coons that's pushing this too. Okay, the Illuminati, these rappers, these wicked. For there are 7 abominations in his heart. Look what the Lord just said, man. You ought to believe God rather than man. Whose hatred is covered by deceit. Look what the Lord is saying. His wickedness shall be shown before the whole congregation. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him. Okay? All right? Let's go further. Let's get a couple of more, then I'm going to end it. Let's get a couple of more, then I'm going to end this. Okay? Let's go to 2nd Ezra, chapter 3. And I'm going to read I'll start at 13. Now when they lived so wickedly before thee, thou didst choose thee a man from among them, whose name was Abraham. 14. Him thou lovest, and unto him only thou showest thy will, and madest an everlasting covenant with him, promising him that thou wouldest never forsake his seed. Go to Romans 9, okay, and read on down. And unto him thou givest Isaac, and unto Isaac also thou givest Jacob and Esau. As for Jacob, thou didst choose him to thee. So the Lord chose Jacob and his seed out of Abraham. Get it right, people. And put by Esau. God put by Esau. He put him away. And so Jacob became a great multitude. Okay. Let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 6. And I'll read verse 8 and 9. Okay. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob's hand held fast the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world. That world that we're living in now. That eon. Okay? Because worlds, plural. Okay? Up in Hebrews 11 and I think 1 and 2. In Hebrews 1 and 2. Chapter 1 and 2. And Jacob is, let me read that again. For Esau is the end of the world, his world now that he's reigning in, and bringing all this iniquity, and bringing all these draconian laws. And Jacob is the beginning of it that follow. Okay, Esau? So get ready. Okay, that's why they're speeding this thing up, people. The people need to understand prophecies. Okay? But they want to go with their own opinion. Okay? They want to go with their own thoughts. That's why the Most High chose a let out of Israel to understand this truth, people. So the people who's despising the word of the Lord, you want to take your jab, you want to take your mark of, I say mark of the beast, referencing the Revelations chapter 13 and 16, go ahead and do it. And see, you're going to be left here in the lake of fire, buddy. And a lot of people are going to die before then. That's right. Okay? Because what's the Georgia Guidestone say? 500 million? I think that's right. You go look it up. Okay? So I want to, say, guess what? Death to America. That's what I said. Okay? People don't like that. But we want this to end. We're going to reign and live in righteousness. But guess what? Blood got to be shed. All right? Blood got to be shedded. And I'm going to read that before, because some people, their hair stand up on their head because they can't handle the truth. Because they're faint-hearted. Okay? This is, Numbers chapter 35 and verse 33. So ye should not pollute the land wherein ye are. So America is polluted. And all around the earth. Africa is polluted. Okay? Where else? The Philippines is polluted. Australia is polluted. Okay? And various other places are polluted. For the blood, it defiles the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So who have blood on their hands? Who have the most blood on their hands out of all the nations on the earth, people? So guess what? Go do your research. Because it's over 200 wars since the so-called white man took over America. Okay? Excuse me, people. Excuse me. Okay? So, like I said, thus says the Lord. I'm going to end it here. And who's strong-hearted can understand this message. Excuse me, Slakia. And who's ever not, go kick rocks. Because this is the time. Go kick rocks, buddy. So, shalom. I'm out.